What is going on, guys, and welcome to a brand new video. And I am super excited to bring you guys this video, as this is going to be the Lone Druid in patch 7.34. Lone Druid is absolutely the best hero in Dota right now, no questions asked. The bear being universal is probably a change all Lone Druid players have been expecting for a really long time, and we are finally able to build stat items on the bear. So items like skadi, echo saber, diffusal, bloodthorn versus magic casters. These are the items I highly recommend on this hero. I've been theory crafting for a long time to run echo saber on the bear, especially an item like harpoon. If you run harpoon with a basher, that's just instant lockdown plus your root. It's going to be so good. And from what I heard, the manta was actually patched, so it's not as great as it was before, but I think manta is still a great item on the bear. It's very good stats, really good movement speed. The illusions are always good if you need to dispel some stuff before your Aghanim Scepter, or if there's a lot of stuff for you to dispel, you can just get the shard as well. The Aghanim Scepter is a little bit complicated, as you sever the ties with the bear in general because you're giving the buff to an allied hero. So this is kind of what I believe to be the start of support Lone Druid potentially. As the bear can build stat items, you can build a bunch of iron branches in the early game and make this hero a little bit viable in the support category. I definitely want to theory craft around that, but definitely let me know what you guys think about support Lone Druid. I know it's something that's been crazy and it's been hovering around Lone Druid for a long time if it can actually be played as a support without griefing, as if you lose the bear, you're giving away 300 gold, which is a really big deal, especially in the laning phase. If a support dies, it's not really a big deal, but feeding away the bear is always a problem. But I definitely feel like the bear being universal now is definitely much better for that to be a possibility, especially with the changes to Spirit Vessel. It is now very good for universal heroes. It's definitely very strong, and with our nerfs to Atos, it's definitely bad for a lot of different heroes that Lone Druid was struggling with. And for me, the top item build right now is still going to be either treads or phase boots. It depends on what you're running into. I think speed on the bear is always going to be beneficial, but treads is now a very viable option with the echo saber. You can still run with the mask of madness. You can still go for items like Deso, as you're still a very strong hero for taking towers and for team fights. It's still a very viable item build, but definitely maelstrom and items like these are definitely not good unless you're facing illusion heroes strictly. Otherwise, don't buy these items. Manta style is definitely very viable, but you need to be able to justify, as I think harpoon provides a lot more value than manta does. But you can build items like S and Y on the bear. There's so many different builds. I am super excited to be bringing you guys more Lone Druid videos, different crazy wacky item builds that can be run on this hero. I definitely want to give support Lone Druid a try, as I think it might be fantastic into the right game where they don't have too much burst damage. I definitely think it might be really strong going for a 1-1-1 build, having that extra point in Savage Roar, and when you get that extra point, you're able to double Savage Roar. If you level up the bear, it'll reset on the bear alone, and that's very strong in the side lanes, especially as a position 4 playing with a non-greedy offlaner, because if one thing is never going to change is that Lone Druid is a very XP based hero. He needs a lot of levels to be able to pump out the damage and the control, so you definitely need to be careful and play with the according lineup and make sure you're not griefing your side laner if you are going to play support Lone Druid. But I will be definitely bringing you guys an item build as soon as I get some information on that, if it's even viable at all. I definitely think it's a lot more viable now than it ever was, as the bear is universal, and a lot of heroes that used to be really good against Lone Druid are no longer going to be as effective, as you can definitely rush a skadi on the bear and crush heroes like Huskar and Necrophos that were a really big problem for Lone Druid to be able to deal with. You can get yourself a Mage Slayer, which is a fantastic item against high magic lineups, which were always a problem for Lone Druid, especially for the bear. He would just get obliterated, but now you can actually sustain a lot better. You can make them do a lot less magic damage, so it's always going to be very strong when a hero like this gets a buff of this magnitude. He has the highest win rate in Dota currently, with a 59.1% win rate, which is absolutely crazy. Like, Lone Druid's always been a hero with a pretty good win rate, but it's absolutely incredible. It's even higher than Invoker. Even though Invoker had the highest win rate, Lone Druid has already surpassed them, which means Lone Druid players are definitely super excited about this. I definitely think it's going to get nerfed. I think the bear is probably going to get another nerf, because he is definitely way too strong and he's going to be snowballing out of control very quickly. So you definitely need to go and grind your MMR if you're a Lone Druid player and take advantage of the opportunity you're being given, because I think within the next couple of weeks, Lone Druid is definitely going to catch a nerf, if not within the next few days. At least the bear, he will still be universal, but they're probably going to change something to the point where it'll control the druid much more and not allow him to snowball so hard. With him being universal, he has so much damage that you're able to come online faster than ever before, and coming online for this hero has never been a problem, so he's definitely the strongest hero in Dota. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about the new lone druid changes. I'm super excited as a lone druid player to be bringing you guys different item builds rather than the same cookie cutter builds everyone has to play with in order to achieve success. Now everybody can start theory crafting and do some weird item builds that are definitely going to work and make the meta a lot more fun. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. I would be much appreciated. Share it to your friends. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.